Hello, Gumptown, and today we're with Tijuana Adetunji, and she's candidate for City Council, District 1. How you doing today?
I'm great, Jamal. Thank you so much for coming to my office today.
Great, great. Thanks for having us here. So tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're running for City Council.
Well, I'm Tijuana Adetunji. I ran for House Seat 78 last year in the 2014 election. But most importantly, I like to tell people I'm a wife, a mother, and a grandmother. And I think that family is so important, especially as moms. Even though I'm a small business owner and my husband is the executive pastor at our local church here, I think it's so important that we as moms take time to raise our children and to train them up in the way they're supposed to be. So I have a lot of hats that I wear. Depends on what time of day it is. I'll be going out to pick up my children since school is back in at 3 o'clock. So along with being a businesswoman and a concerned citizen, I'm a mom as well.
That's good. That's good. That's good to hear. Now, what areas does District 1 cover?
District 1 covers all up and down Atlanta Highway as far as Forest Hills Drive. Forest Hills Drive is the Forest Hills neighborhood, and it goes up Atlanta Highway, and it gets just a little snippet of Del Reyta on that left side by Winn-Dixie. But then it also gets Perry Hill Road, Homes, right across from Goodwin, and then it goes back up Atlanta Highway. It gets Bellhurst, it gets County Downs, it gets Fox Hollow, it gets Galen Estates and Eastmont, as well as Montgomery East area where I live, on that right side of West Ferry Road, right behind Eastdale Mall. And then it continues on up Atlanta Highway. On the side of the Publix, it gets Somerset. On the opposite side of Atlanta Highway, it gets Lake Forest, it gets Arrowhead, then it gets Taylor Lakes, and it even goes down a little bit on that service road to Highway 80, and it gets that neighborhood as well. But mostly it covers a huge portion of the neighborhoods on the left and right side of Atlanta Highway, and let me not forget Caravilla.
Okay, great, great. Now, we checked out your website, and you have a lot of issues that you want to address for your district. The budget is one of those issues. Now, how will you do so? What are your plans for the budget?
Well, as I discuss in detail on my website, which is voteadetunji.com, one thing that I realized about when the counselors come time to vote on the budget, I realized that they have not had enough time to really spend looking at the budget. And so how can you really make a sound decision about something that you do not know a whole lot about? One thing in particular concerning the budget, it encompasses with our public safety, which is also one of my issues. One very important thing that has bothered me and caused me to be in the race as well is that my opponent said that he wanted to see more boots on the ground. Now, if you're going to get more boots on the ground, these are his words, not mine, you're going to have to pay for it. But when it came time to vote on the budget that would increase public safety and those boots on the ground, which are police, he did not vote for it. So like my grandmother used to say, you have to put your money where your mouth is. If you really want something, it's going to take cost. And so you have to put those things that are important, and which I think is important as a citizen, that we have our public safety improved here in the city of Montgomery. And that means District 1 as well as other districts all over the city.
That's good. That's good. Now, do you think it's time for new leadership in Montgomery?
Obviously, that's why I'm running. I really do, because sometimes the thing about me, I don't have any backs to scratch or shoulders to rub. So upon entering office, I don't have any favors to return. Although I know building relationships is very important, but I'm an average person here in Montgomery that grew up here, know about the public school system. I'm a product of it, as well as my children as well. So I know the issues and concerns, but it's specifically in my neighborhood, also been a victim of property theft that never ever was recovered. Not only myself, but many of my neighbors have those concerns. So definitely I think it's time for new leadership in the city of Montgomery.
That's good. And is there any final remarks you would like to share with our audience and tell us how we can contact you?
Absolutely. Remember, August the 25th, you'll have an opportunity to get new leadership in the city of Montgomery, specifically District 1. And I've been told, how can you win in that district? It's mostly white. Well, you know, the last time I ran, people said, how can you run against Alvin Holmes? I'm not really looking at whether a district is white or black. I want people to look at me again as an individual, a person of character, and a person that advocates for people who cannot speak for themselves, which I've done for many years for young women and for the unborn. So I don't look at those issues. My prayer, and I know that God is the one who touches the hearts of men, and I believe that He will do so. That people will begin to look at each individual candidate and choose them to see if they're the best person for the job. Not whether they're white or black, but can they do what it takes to turn the city of Montgomery around? And so I'm asking that the constituents and the people and the residents in District 1 will give me that opportunity to help turn the city of Montgomery around. Thank you so much. Hope to see you on August the 25th and to be your next councilwoman of District 1. Thank you.
There you have it, Gumptown Magazine. We're with Tijuana Adetunji, candidate for City Council District 1. You're tuned in to Gumptown TV. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Gumptown Magazine. Follow us on Facebook at Gumptown. We're at Instagram at Gumptown_mag and on Twitter at Gump334Town. Gumptown TV, stay connected.